This episode of Rockin' Motors is brought to you by Cigarette Racing Team, the American offshore legend, and Anatomy Apparel, the future of active fashion. Never mind Grand Theft Auto. I have just found the ultimate ride, and I'm thinking that I might have to make a run for it. I'm Oona O'Connell, and today we're looking at my future car, the 2008 Porsche GT2-RS. Now, you're very lucky because this is not an easy car to find, and you are not seeing double. We have a 2008 and a 2007 model here with us today, and I'd like to throw a kiss to the celebrity who let us borrow them. Now, let's talk business. I should just end the show right here, because if you're not in love already, you deserve to drive your mom's minivan for the rest of your life. Now boys, this is not a sports car, it is a race car. Porsche Motorsport developed this race car for road use, but it is fully race ready, as in it is compliant with the official FIA, NGT, and ACO regulations. Now, the GT3-RS, RS stands for Rennsport, which means motorsports in German, is slightly wider than its little brother, the 911 GT3, and it's a little bit lighter at 3,031 pounds. This is due to the carbon fiber hood and the rear wing. Take a look at this beauty, a 3.6-liter flat six-cylinder engine with VarioCam technology, a 6-speed manual transmission with a single-mass flywheel and a hydraulic clutch. Translation, 415 horses at 7,600 RPM, 300 pound-feet of torque at 5,500 RPM, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat, and a top track speed of 193 miles an hour. Inside the car, you'll find the basics. Remember boys, in this car you want to listen to the engine, not the latest Madonna. Still, a little subtle luxury goes a long way. The leather sport seats meld you with the machine, and the RS logos remind you where you are, although it's not like you're going to need it. You can also get a GPS and a lot of other things, but then you'd be missing the entire point of this car. Now, I know a bit about cars, but I would never claim to be a race car driver. But just a minute into this car, and I can feel what it's like to be a race car driver. You just become one with the machine. It talks to you and lets you know exactly how it wants to be handled. I asked about taking it down to Homestead, but they turned me down. All I can tell you is that between the active suspension system, traction control, and the braking system, you dominate the road. This is a race car. And now for the price. Never mind the price. These are pre-sold to A-list celebrities and auto pros, and from what we hear, they even fight each other for the right of ownership. If you could find one for sale, you'd pay about $126,000. But remember, this could be your ticket to Daytona. This is Oona O'Connell, and I'm rocking out of here. For the latest episodes and behind-the-scenes footage, check out www.rockinmotors.tv. If you're located in South Florida and you have a hot ride or a cool club that you'd like me to review, just email me at oona@rockinmotors.com. For sponsorship information, email sponsors@rockinmotors.com.
You're high above California's Mojave Desert. You're watching the end of an unusual test of Super Shell gasoline, a mileage test that began more than 3 miles back. Each of those 10 cars started with exactly the same volume of gasoline. The 5 dark cars got gasoline we blended just like Super Shell, but without one of its 9 working ingredients, without platformate, Super Shell's mileage booster. The 5 white cars got exactly the same amount of Super Shell with platformate. The engines are as identical as engines can be. The cars started together, accelerated to 50, and have held that speed ever since. The cars have traveled over 4 miles. Now, look. One dark car is out of fuel. So are the other dark cars. Every car without platformate has run out of fuel and is slowing to a stop. Every car on Super Shell with platformate is getting extra mileage. Platformate is one of Super Shell's 9 working ingredients to make your car work better. Stop at this clean white pump for good mileage. Super Shell.